Welcome back to another episode of the Sports Game Podcast. I'm your host, Jonathan Hooker, and who I'm here with?
Oh, Terrance here.
All right, Terrance. Introduce yourself. Tell the people what know about you.
My name's Terrance Hill Jr. I just graduated from Eagles Land High School. Play inside backer. Signed to Fort Valley State University. Just hard worker, dedicated to the grind, selfless. Just always looking for some work, man. Always looking to get better on and off the field as a person, helping people around me.
Yeah. So now you're on the Sports Game Podcast. What other podcasts do you listen to, or you watch on YouTube?
Man, podcasts I've really been on lately. The Pivot podcast, which is an extension from I Am Athlete. That's where it really started for me. I was watching I Am Athlete, and once they went their separate ways, and I started tapping into the Pivot, and I really be on those heavy. They really be having former players who played in the NFL, college, and now even they branching out to doing doctors and lawyers and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? It's just it's a lot of knowledge you can gain just as a younger person, not even just a student athlete, just as a younger person. A lot of knowledge you can gain from those experienced players and people with those career paths. And I faintly watched Busting with the Boys, Taylor Lewan, the left tackle from Tennessee Titans. Yeah. I be on that. They be having some good guests on there, a lot of NFL guys, and that's about it though. I watched an episode or two of The Shop with LeBron.
Oh yeah.
With the barbershop. Yeah, I be on that too.
The shop. I think the shop started off for athletes to start their own podcast because they seen LeBron do it, and then the way he set it up, it seemed like he talked about whatever he wanted to.
Right. He was able to voice his opinion, what I'm saying, with his peers and just chill. It wasn't no interview. They just all sitting around talking. And that's how I feel like everybody else kind of set up the path for everybody else to do the same. And everybody, just doing their own thing.
All right. So what one episode from the Pivot or I'm Athlete podcast stood out to you?
One of my favorite episodes from I Am Athlete, I probably have to say the Cam Newton episode, and not the most recent one, but the first one they did. When I think it was Cam Newton and OBJ, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. They came and they talked about the real, what a lot of people probably didn't want to talk about, as far as Cam not really being stable in the NFL right now, OBJ's injuries and how he'll bounce back and different things like that. And the cast of I Am Athlete, they just kept it real. They ain't sugarcoat anything, and they just laid it all out on the table for the viewers to watch and spectate.
Oh yeah. Okay. So now, any speakers you listen to for inspiration, say you're having a down day and need some inspiration, who you listen to, whose speeches keep you going?
Man, speakers, as far as motivational speakers, I like Inky. I like Inky Johnson. Man, he going around to different schools, different colleges and stuff like that, man, sharing his story. I remember the first time I heard his story, we heard it during a week of summer workouts. We was at the school and we all was, just chilling, and our coach put it on for us. And I think that day, that made me really tap into Inky's story, just hearing about how some can go. You can go from up here to down here in a split second, and everything can humble you, and you always take stuff for granted and things of that nature, and then something unfortunate happened. It's you're not even worrying about those things anymore. So his story really inspired me and just allowed me to learn more about him and ways to go about life and things like that. So I'll probably say Inky if I'm talking about motivational speakers. It's a lot though. I like E.T. Eric Thomas.
Oh yeah,
Eric. Yeah, I like Eric Thomas too. I like he bring the juice, man. He don't just sit there and just talk you and bore you. He got a message, but he gonna wake you up. You see what I'm saying?
He gonna keep you on your 10 toes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I really like him. I like Inky too. Hey, Eric and Inky like my top two. Like it's 1A, 1B for me. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I saw you had a very high GPA with above a 3 point. I say, was it a 3.4?
It was 3.5, 3.5.
3.5 GPA. You was a part of a couple clubs, captain of the football team. With that, with all those things going on with your life, how you have a balance throughout all of them?
Man, talking about balance, man, I really just try to stay disciplined. I think discipline is the word to use in this situation because it's just like I'm busy just like everybody else. I got a lot of stuff to do. You know, unfortunate things pop up. You know, it just you gotta stay disciplined. You gotta stick to a routine. You gotta stick to a schedule. You gotta be punctual with times and things of that nature. And those are things I'm trying to work on, especially about to transition into being a college student athlete. You know, now you about to be on your own. You don't have your parents to wake you up in the morning or I need this, I need that, like everything on you now. You know what I'm saying? So it's about to be the adult life. You gotta really be punctual on time with things. You gotta have a routine, a schedule, and stick to it and do what work for you. So that's probably how I navigated throughout high school and just life in general. Always having sports and practice and stuff like that, and still being able to participate in clubs and they wake up at 8 to get to school and be in math class ready to go, stuff like that.
I mean, we all said when we were younger, we all wanted to be grown, but now it's time to do grown things.
Right, yeah, right, man. You know, I was never one of those kids though that tried to that like rush life. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I can't wait. I can't. No, I really wasn't like that though, because I always see like how my parents, you know, had to do things and it was certain struggles and yeah, and I never wanted no parts of that. You see what I'm saying? But now I ain't never want no parts of that. But you know, now getting older, you gotta start doing stuff like that, taking the car to the shop, getting brakes and oil changes. And man, I don't like it, man.
I'm telling you, going to the shop, they'll tell you will go for one thing. They'll tell you your car got 7 different things going on with it.
Right.
Now,
Pockets too. They try to get it all about you that one morning.
oh,
Got
yeah.
$800 of work you need done in your car. No, I can't do that today.
Oh yeah, they will. Okay, now playing at Eagles Landing, you had a tough region, a very tough region. Union Grove was on the come up. Ola was on the come up. You had Dutchtown, you had Stockbridge, you had Jones County. Talk to me about how all those region games from week in for week out, mentally and physically prepare for those hard weeks.
Um, Preparing, man, preparing. That's probably a key factor right there because it's like you going from Monday through Thursday, right at the beginning of the season, game on Friday, and as soon as you're done with that game, ain't no break. You know, you might not have practice on that Saturday, but film already out on the next team, game plan already out on the next team. So being in the tough region, it kept us on our toes week in and week out, like you said, like game planning. You always had to be on top of the playbook, always had to be watching film because you never know when you can spark a conversation with your coach or one of your players. And if you don't know what you're talking about, then your coach or your player ain't gonna trust you because you don't even know you ain't have watched no film. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what their strengths, their weaknesses is. So playing in the tough region, it was just like no break, no break. You know, like every week, it was like you couldn't underestimate anybody because everybody had their different strengths and weaknesses. You talk about teams like Union Grove and Ola, run heavy. Talk about teams like Stockbridge and Dutchtown, mobile QBs and you know skill guys that can really run and take the top off the defense. So it's just a different game plan every week. So you just got to stay on top of it. Got to stay, just actively just trying to find out like what works for each team.
Right. Okay. So when did you start watching film? Because I know at a young age you used to be like, man, I'm not gonna watch no film.
Right.
Go to practice, see what they're talking about. I remember from there. But so
Yeah. Film is something that I'll probably say film is something I started getting into about like heavy, like 11th grade year, like 9th and 10th grade year, like even playing JV, like we had film and stuff like that, but it just even 10th grade year when I played varsity, I didn't really watch no film. You know, I knew I didn't really know the importance of it at the time. You know, like I always heard it, but I never really realized it till I actually was in a position to be a leader on the defense. And I'm like, oh man, I can't go to practice if I don't know what the running back. I don't know his tendencies. So my coach go to ask me while we in group. Oh, he like, oh, what that running back like to do? What the QB like to do? How that guard sit on his toes when it's a run, when it's a pass, and stuff like that. So if I don't know that, they gonna look at me like, oh well, captain ain't watching no film. Like, why should I be watching film? So, 11th to 12th grade year, that's when I really stepped up watching film. Like, just I'd be eating at the house and I just throw on film. I'd be just chilling, about to go to bed. Instead of being on Instagram, Snapchat, whatever, I'm watching film. Like I go to sleep watching film on a computer. Like that's how it was this past like year and a half. Like even during the summer, I'm watching. It might not have been film on another team, but I'm watching film on myself at OTAs and camp and stuff like that. So just trying to evaluate, just trying to like fit in where I can see where I can get better at, like in all aspects of the game.
Student of the game. Student of the game. I love that. I love that. So, for now, who have been the best players you played against throughout your whole high school career?
That's crazy. But that's kind of like it's tough, but it's not tough at the same time. Because number one, I had to say 10th grade year, probably Will Anderson, man. Will Anderson. Everybody know Will Anderson, man, the beast at Alabama right now. 10th grade year, we played them at home on homecoming. I don't even want to talk about it. But yeah, so I probably, if I had to give you a top three, I'd probably say number one, Will Anderson, my 10th grade year. Will, and I would say number two. I don't play against so many like good players. Like not all of them like got a lot of notoriety, but it's just like a lot of low key players that was good. I'm trying to think. Number two, probably my 10th grade year too. Tremarcus Cheeks, linebacker from Dutchtown, him. And number three, Devin Lee. 11th grade year. Yeah, 11th grade year. He was a senior. He was a D tackle at Ola. I think he had like 18, 19 sacks that year. Like he was legit. I think he ended up going to Vanderbilt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, them probably be deep, probably top three. And if I had to add in a fourth honorable mention, I'd say Desmond Tell from Dutchtown. And Desmond Tell, Marcus Cheese, Will, they was all on the same team, same year. That was wild. That was wild.
That's talent right there. That's great. D1 talent.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're going to get into a game of this or that.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to tell you one item. You choose between two items. I'll tell you one and the other one. All right. Drums or flats?
Drums.
Sweet or fruit?
You said what?
Sweet or fruit? Probably cake, ice cream, or have like strawberry grapes and all that?
Probably the first one.
You guys sweet. Okay. Would you rather be rushing the QB or dropping coverage?
Dropping coverage.
If you at running back and there was a clone of you at running back, and there was you at linebacker, which one of you will win in the Oklahoma drill?
The running back. I feel like even though I play linebacker and I played at the highest level I can, at a real high motor, I feel like playing running back, man, like your goal is just run through somebody. You know, the linebacker, you gotta break down. You gotta see if he gonna go this way, that way. So it's definitely a little bit more difficult, and that's why I think it's like you got to be on your game playing linebacker. But running back, you already know where your goal. You headed to the crib. You see what I'm saying? So you just gotta run through somebody. So I'll probably say running back.
Okay. Would you rather do cardio or lift weights?
That's hard because you can lift weights, but if you don't do no cardio, you ain't gonna be good on the field. You do all the running, but you ain't lifting no weights, you ain't gonna be good on the field. I'm probably have to go cardio. I'd rather be in shape and just run away from everybody.
All right. When you brush your teeth, do you wet your toothbrush before or after toothpaste?
Before. Look, before the toothpaste on it, then wet it one more time so it can just stick to the toothbrush. So it's falling off as I'm telling you, that's
okay.
a secret right there.
Hey, I'm one of those. All right. Would you rather go to the beach or would you rather go to the pool?
I'm gonna go beach. Look, I just came off vacation last week, right?
Okay.
And I haven't been to like a beach with an ocean in years. And like going out there and like just being in the ocean, like it was so peaceful, like therapeutic, bro. Like it was 10 times better than going to the pool. Just being out there with the waves in the sand, like with the family, like I'd rather go to the beach.
Okay. Would you rather have a car or a truck?
You know, that's hard because I've been seeing a lot of trucks lately, and I think like getting older, I don't know what it is, but it's like I've started like being attracted to trucks lately, like, you know, a lot of Fords and stuff like that. I don't know. I think that's just like like a man thing. Like, gotta have a truck, man. I don't know. I gotta give me a truck one day, man. I think I'm gonna go truck.
Okay. Would you rather listen to Gunna or would you rather listen to Lil Baby?
Lil Baby, no question.
No question.
No question.
Are you an early bird or are you a night owl?
Early bird. Look though, I can go to sleep really, really late and then be back up at 6 o'clock for work. Be back up at 6 o'clock for work.
Hey, that is a real deal talent. That's a talent.
I may be tired, but I'm gonna get up and I got whatever I gotta do, I gotta handle business. So I can go to sleep 11, 12 and still wake up by 6, 7 o'clock and be out, gotta do what I gotta do.
Hey, new day, opportunity. All right, would you rather live in the city or would you rather live in the country?
I'm gonna go city. If you would have asked me suburbs, I would have said the suburbs because that's like in the middle. You know, I don't really. Yeah, I'll probably go city.
Okay, would you rather own land or would you rather own a hotel?
So you making me think. If I own land, man, I can do whatever I want with the land. If I own a hotel, I know I'm not going out of business. Everybody needs somewhere to stay. I get the land, I can put my own hotel on the land. I'm gonna go land, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna go land.
That question is a hard question because I go back and forth on it every day. Like that hotel life, man. Like everyone needs somewhere to stay, but having that own land, you have the freedom of what you want to put.
That's what I'm saying. You have the freedom, whatever you want to do,
bro. Yeah. All right. So now, what is on your pregame playlist before a game? How do you get locked in?
I get locked in. Automatically Meat Meal. I think everybody, of course, Dreams and Nightmares, Championships, Intro, a lot of Meat Meal, just a lot of like hard lyrical rap, you know. Meat Mill, Lil Baby, what else? And I you know, I feel like a lot of people have been saying this lately. Just like for the aesthetic of it. But honestly, bro, sometimes like I switch it up. Like I may go like some like R&B type stuff, like Janae Aiko, Summer Walker, like stuff to like not necessarily like just calm me down a little bit, you know, because like I'm not one of those type of players that just like I need that rock and roll, like heavy metal, like get me going. Like nah, like when I get on the field, I gotta switch. And when I flip it, I can get into that mode like ASAP, you know. So I don't have to be like really, really piped up before the game and stuff like that. I don't have to do that, man. I can sit back and listen to some smooth music. You just calm me down, get my nerves right, make me stop thinking about everything and just everything that we game planned during the week. Just go put it out there and go play football.
Hey, football is a game. You gotta play it.
That's what I'm saying.
Football is a game. You gotta play it. All right. So who do you study for linebacker? ever since you made the transition and running that linebacker, who did you study? Who do you study?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Study. I'm gonna go Fred Warner the most. Fred Warner the most. I look at everybody. You know, I like to break stuff down, look at the NFL film breakdowns and stuff like that. But I'm gonna go Fred Warner the most. I say Fred Warner because like me and Fred Warner, if I had to compare myself to anybody, I would say Fred Warner because he just played from sideline to sideline with just like such like fluidity in his hips. Like he can see play action and flip right into the seam, go take the tight end all the way up to the seam, and no question, guard the tight end the whole way. He can go chase the outside zone from the backside, B gap. Like Fred Warner, like he can just go from sideline to sideline. He got power to take on guards. Like he's just an all around linebacker to me, if you ask me.
I saw that in the Green Bay series, the Green Bay game. He took out his guard, got Aaron Jones. Then the next play he dropped back in coverage. Then he got a pass breakup.
That's what I'm saying. He can do it all.
Hey.
And another person who I feel like can do it all too, Darius Leonard. He play outside backer though, but he get in the box too. Darius Leonard, and he like 6'3", 230, so he real long. So taking on blocks and stuff like that, like he can do it all too. He run from sideline to sideline, make him just plays you wouldn't even expect a linebacker to make sometimes.
Darius Leonard from HBCU, South Carolina State.
Right, South Carolina State, yeah.
HBCU talent, real talent. You gotta put your eye. All right. So who are your favorite football players to watch? Offense and defense.
Favorite to watch. Brady, of course. Not even thinking about it. I'm gonna go Brady. Just the championship mentality, taking care of his body, that longevity. And the Patriots always been my favorite team. So number one, I'm gonna go Brady. Number two, I'm gonna go Jalen Ramsey. You know I played D-line and linebacker before, and D-line before and linebacker now, but it's just something about DBs, man, just the confidence. And then on top of the confidence and them talking, they go out and back it up. You see what I'm saying? People like those elite DBs like Xavier Howard, Jalen Ramsey, JC, Stephon, and it's so many more. AJ Terrell, all of them, man. Like being able to just like have that confidence, that swag, you know, influencing the younger generation and stuff like that, and then being able to go out there and bag it up and lock up almost every team's wide receiver winner week in and week out. Like, I like that type of stuff, and I just like the way they train and stuff like that.
Hey, but I say as a corner in the league, they think about schedule. You got to pay Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, AJ Brown, Justin Jefferson, all those back to weeks. Man.
Right, and still successful.
Hey, you got to talk that talk, but if you can back it up, you're a dog.
Yeah.
All right. So now, talk to me about your recruitment with COVID and throughout all of high school. Cause I know the transfer portal, it took away some opportunities and things like that. But now that you got an offer and you committed to Fort Valley State University, like how did that all go down?
Starting off, it was real slow. 9th, 10th grade year, of course, those were the years where I was building myself up, building my body, building my football IQ, things of that nature. Then 11th grade, got on the field some more. Then 12th grade, was able to really take on the team and be the head of the defense. And then getting out there, 12th grade year, all throughout 12th grade year, nothing much. Some talk, some interest from different coaches. Then at the end of 12th grade year, once the coaches started coming around during the spring, that's when I started to take some visits, make some phone calls and texts and stuff like that with different coaches. But I ended up with an offer from LaGrange, Berry, Shorter. And then about 2 or 3 weeks after the Shorter offer and visit, I ended up getting a call from Fort Valley State. Got up there on the visit like 2 days after that call and committed when I was there, just getting on the HBCU campus, the number one public HBCU in Georgia at that. It was a no-brainer, man. Like I just felt like I fit it in. Like it was family, you know. Like, everybody around there was so selfless and personable. Was able to talk to people from the defense coordinator, the head coach, all the way down to the people in the cafeteria when we went and ate lunch. Like it just felt like what I knew and where I'm from. So I feel like that was the best choice for me.
So the family atmosphere, Joe,
Right.
drew you in to go to Fort Valley. Yeah.
Right.
With that, what was like your favorite interaction throughout the whole process and with the school you're going to?
My favorite interactions was probably the visits, being able to see the different college campuses and stuff like that. I know going up to Berry College, which is a D3 here in Georgia, up in Rome, Georgia. Going on that campus, man, you would not have thought it was a D3 at all. Like the campus was so big. It was just like the scenery was crazy. So yeah, that was good. And they treated us real well on all the visits I went on. They treated all the recruits like it was a D1. They might not have had the resources or the facilities and the glitz and the glamour of it, but they treated us like it was D1, man. So I'd probably say my favorite interaction with recruiting was probably going on the visits. Yeah, going on the visits, taking my family with me, allowing my little brother who's a rising 10th grader at Eagles Landing right now to, just feel the atmosphere of what it's gonna be like when he starts to gain that interest and gain that attention from recruiting,
Going through his own process.
Right.
Right. So now you're headed to HBCU. Like, you know how the world looks at HBCU football as like smaller, like not as much talent. Just like, oh, if you hear HBCU school, you think about fan and everything. But now, like, you seen Dion doing what he does at the state, then you seen what Morehouse doing with that great defense that they have, and then so now as HBCU football, how should people like tune into more into HBCU more and more along with like the NFL? They should keep an eye out on HBCU football. So what do you think about HBCU football?
Honestly, I at the end of my 12th grade year, like HBCU never really been a thought for me, right? It was always like all of us growing up playing sports, you a student athlete, you want to go big. You want to go D1, you like D1 or nothing, right? But once you start to tap in with reality and you start getting older and things don't start to go your way, like, okay, that coach might not want you because of size. That coach might turn their eye to you because, you never know anything. Like you might feel like your stuff still lined up and you should be this or that, and it might not go your way. Okay, cool. Now we what's next, right? So HBCU football, honestly, man, I think they turned the tide. Like you said, starting with Coach Prime and Jackson State, man, what they doing up there, getting the highest recruit ever for HBCU is crazy because, Travis Hunter, him going to FCS, that would have been the highest recruit they ever had. Him going to a group of 5, that would have probably been the highest one they had. If he would have went to somewhere like Georgia State or something like that. So for him to just choose an HBCU over all the high other majors, especially with the NIL now, them being able to just throw money everywhere and call it the NIL, man, I think it's crazy. Like Coach Prime really did something with that. And he not done either. I feel like he not done either. Like HBCU football is definitely on the rise. Like I said, it's turning the tide. I can't wait to get down there in front of the bands, in front of the cheerleaders, the fans, like just bringing that Southern atmosphere and just everybody just loving what's going on down there. Stadium packed, good food, it's music, man. Like that's what I'm ready for. I'm ready for it to be an experience,
Yeah, cause you with your people.
Right.
You with your people, they showing you love. You hearing the band going off, cheerleaders doing their thing, y'all doing y'all thing. It's like it's a whole bunch of love going on. You can't go wrong with that. You
can't
go wrong with that. So now that you're committed to Fort Valley State, who's all in your conference? What game are you looking forward to play next year?
In the SEAC, I believe we play teams. We play Albany State, that's like when I went down on the visit, a lot of the coaches and the players was telling me like, hey, Albany State, like that's the game of the year for us always, whether we good or bad. Like Albany State is always gonna be packed with fans, always gonna be something going on. Like it's like a lot of community stuff happening. Albany State is the game to go to if you in the community of Fort Valley. But we play Albany State, Savannah State. Who else is in the CA? Morehouse. We play Morehouse. Play Clark Atlanta. I think we play Alcorn, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, it's a few more I can't really think of off the top of my head right now. But I feel like the game that everybody was talking about when I was on my visit and things of that nature was probably the Albany State game. So I can't wait to see what that's like, being at crosstown rivals.
You ready? You gonna be ready for that game?
Oh yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
Yeah. I got y'all schedule here from last year. Y'all played Tuskegee. Y'all played
Right.
Y'all played Lane. Y'all played Allen. Y'all played Benedict. Y'all played Morehouse. Y'all played Clark. Y'all played Savannah. Y'all played Albany State. It's a bunch of talent throughout that whole schedule. So next year, will Fort Valley be ready for it?
Oh yeah, we're gonna be ready, no question.
All right. So now that you're officially a college athlete, what would be your top 5 dream NIL deals?
I like that question. Top 5 NIL dream deals, man. Let me think. I think just off the rip, any car dealership deals. Man, I saw a post the other day about CJ Stroud from Ohio State.
And
Man, this man is driving a $200,000 G-Wagon for free. And he gets to switch the car out every 90 days. No payment. Like, that's wild. I never heard of that, bro. I never heard of that. So I'll probably say most definitely a car dealership that I wouldn't have to worry about nothing as a college student athlete, getting from A to B. So probably a car dealership deal. Shoe deal.
okay.
They can throw me in a shoe deal with Nike. I'll probably say I would like some type of food. You know, I like burgers, so I need an NIL deal with, like, I don't know. You know what? McDonald's can make me a meal.
Hey,
McDonald's make me a meal.
solid.
Right. Yeah, McDonald's can make me a meal. I'm gonna have to go a Wheaties deal. Yep, I need a Wheaties box. Yep. And one more. Let's see. I'm gonna probably have to go some type of clothing line. I don't know, but some type of clothing line.
I'm surprised you didn't say like no Shell gas station or Quick Trip. Man, with the way these gas prices going,
I tell you, man, yeah, I would probably, that would be a great NIL deal right there, man. I'll wear anything Quick Trip related, whatever. I'll wear y'all merch, whatever, man. I just need that gas discount.
Hey, what? Just have a little Quick Trip card, stick it in. I'm looking for my money. Hey, swipe that thing out. All right. So now you went through a coaching change your senior year. Talk to me how the culture was before Coach Brown came, and how the culture changed when Coach Brown got there.
The culture change with Coach Brown and the new staff, man. I didn't talk about it so much. It's it was great, man. It was a really good experience to go through, especially being that it was my last year. And most people would probably say, man, I was nervous, I was anxious, but I wasn't not one bit nervous. When we found out Coach Brown was going to be our new head coach, I was actually excited because Coach Brown coached me in an All-Star game my 10th grade year. We played in Coach Raw, Elite Raw Talent All-Star game, and he was the defensive coordinator / assistant coach. So I had previously knew him faintly, and he remembered me, you know, but since we re-met, right before spring workouts in 2021 when he got hired, it was just straight work from there. Like he knew coming in that I was going to be one of the ones that just put their head down, worked, and set the example, and like he liked to say, set the standard for all the younger kids, and even the kids in my grade, you know, a lot of my senior peers, because it was something new, you know, and everybody wasn't subject to change. Everybody wasn't ready to adapt, right? And we all had to adapt at the drop of a dime, being that we lost everything. Well, I wouldn't say lost, but we went through a change with everything. Everybody was gone. Everything we knew from the last 3 years since we were freshmen gone, and we had to learn a new system and adapt to new changes and things of that nature. But honestly, if you ask me, I feel like our record doesn't show how much we grew and set the foundation for all the future classes that's going to come through the Coach Brown era. You know, just setting that standard, 21 up, 21 down, just always being the same, having the same character, performing the same actions, letting your words match your actions, and just showing up every day, showing up. So culture change definitely was an experience to go through. I feel like we did it right. We did it the right way, and them boys, they're gonna be good. They're gonna be good. You know, once they got a lot of younger guys, and once they develop, man, I feel like there's not gonna be nobody in the region that's gonna stop them.
So you talking about Coach Brown, how he knew you were one of the ones that put your head down and work. What is one quote that he said to you that just stuck with you throughout life and now? Like what's one quote?
You know what? This gonna be a new one right here, man. I never talked to him about this, but it was the game versus Chambly. We played the game versus Chambly, man. The whole week, Coach Brown told me, "You got the running back. Wherever he go, if we in XYZ call, you got him. I don't care if he go to the sideline, you got him the whole game. Wherever he go, you man on him, right?" And so I think it was like second quarter or something like that. We was about to go into halftime, and it was a lot going on. They was going to hurry up offense. Brain was just everywhere, right? And then the running back motioned away. He was in the box in pistol. He motioned away, and I just forgot everything. My mind just went blank. And I thought they were about to run a screen because they were running screens all game. Tunnel screens, bubble screens. They was running screens to the same receiver all game. So me thinking, I'm ready to go. I'm just ready to wrap it up, go make a play. We about to head in halftime, go, you know what I'm saying, get the game plan right, see what we're doing wrong. I jump on the screen. The running back goes out to the flats. Quarterback, running back unguarded. Quarterback just tossed it to him. Touchdown. Man, I already knew once I got to the sideline I was about to hear it. But I wasn't expecting this. He told me, "You do not want to be that guy." And I never really took coaching personal or never really got emotional ever with coaching because I always knew it was business, right? You know, I'm trying to perform so I can get to the next level. My coach is trying to coach us to his best ability so he can keep his job and potentially get to the next level in coaching, right? So I never took it personal, but that one made me like, it really stuck with me because it was like, man, like my coach, like, and then, you know, on top of that, Coach Brown is a linebacker coach too. So I'm with him 24/7. He my head coach and my linebacker coach. So I'm with him 24/7. Right. So it's like him, he never said nothing like that to me because even when I made mistakes previously, like he never really said nothing like that. But it was just everybody emotions was just so high and the passion was there. Like we wanted the game, we was already up. And then on the top of that, he had already told me all week, "You got the running back." So for me to forget like that in the middle of the game, it was a mistake on my behalf. I owned up to it. You know what I'm saying? Got on the sideline, we talked it out. But as soon as I got on the sideline, he said, "You don't want to be that guy." And he just walked away. And then we talked about it later, you know, what we went wrong and where I went wrong and stuff like that. But yeah, that was one call I'll probably say that's gonna stick with me too, because every time I mess up, I'm just think like that. Like, nah, like I can't have that again. You know, a coach put trust in you to guard a team's number one, you know, playmaker, and you let them down, and you know it's all on you. Ain't nothing you can do about it because that's your mistake that you got to own up to. So that's definitely something that I'm gonna keep with me is to make in order not to make the same type of mistakes in the future.
Shout out to Coach Brown. That's a good quote. You don't want to be that guy in the locker room. You don't want to be that guy in life. You just don't want to be that guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out to Coach Brown. That was a good one. So now your high school career is up. What is probably like? Give me a top three favorite moments playing football at Eagles Lane.
Top 3 favorite moments. Here we go. Uh, first favorite moment. This year, Meadow Creek, first game with Coach Brown at home. We won our first game on the turf in 2 years. It was just a crazy moment. I could probably do all three with this game, but I'm gonna try to give you two different ones.
We can
But
extend to five. We can extend to five.
but I feel like that was probably my best game. So I'll say number one at the end of the game, just the feeling of winning that first game on the turf. All the work we have put in for the spring and the summer with Coach Brown and the new coach staff getting here, everything out of place, just putting it all together, going out and beating them by 10 plus, like that was a great feeling. So I would say that was probably number one that he was landing. Number two was probably it was a hit I made in the Meadow Creek game. I never really I've been making plays since 10th grade year, right? But I never made no play that really made the crowd go, ooh. And that was the game that I finally got that one play. I came unblocked through the A gap. The guard had blocked down, and nobody picked me up. And the running it was just me and the running back ran through him, and it was just like I heard the crowd, but it's like at the same time they went mute, but I saw the emotions on everybody's face. Coach Brown was jumping up. Everybody, it was crazy, man. So that would probably be number two. Number three, playing football at Eagles Landing. Probably going to FCA camp. This is probably something that's probably a shocker, but FCA camp last summer was different, right? It was different because we never did anything like that before. Coach Brown came in and for us to go to a week-long overnight camp, just all of us, no phones, no electronics, no nothing, different activities, team bonding, and we also got to hit with other schools, on their fields and stuff like that. Being able to still get the work in while we having fun. So that was a cool moment. That was number three. Number four would probably be um, moment. I would probably say getting the start my 10th grade year. I remember getting that start at DN my 10th grade year on the D line. That was a good moment because I've always been a hard worker, but it was some seniors in front of me at the time during the summer. And I never really pouted or anything about it. I just kept working. And so once the season came, um, just kept working, like I said, and end up, rising to the top, being able to get that start. So that was a good feeling. And I was only a 10th grader. Uh, and then fifth one was probably interacting with some of the coaches coming through the school. Ninth, 10th, and 11th grade year, I would see all types of Power 5 coaches coming in, walking in and out. Nobody speak to me, right? But this year, I was able to get some film. And when these coaches coming in and they talking to my recruiting coordinator, Coach Eubanks, and Coach Brown, they pulling them into these offices and stuff like that. They coming to get me out of class and stuff like that. And I never had that happen. So those were some good moments being able to talk to big coaches, even if they didn't offer. Like it was still a great feeling just to be able to sit in the same room with them, talk, and like hear that they liked my game, whether they were able to offer me at the time or not. But yeah, that was probably I'd probably say that was probably five.
Very good list. Very good list. All right. So now you're talking about how you became a leader in 12th grade year. You led by example. With the film and everything. If you not watching film, my peers not gonna watch film. So like, what type of leader you are, and what made you grow into a leader?
I probably say I'm a vocal leader, right? But at the same time, I'm not just vocal. Like I said, I got to put the leader behind me because I'm still going to show you how things supposed to be done. Like I'm not the type that's gonna sit there and yell at you and bash you and get on you and stuff like that, call you names, call you out your name and stuff like that. Because I don't feel like that doing anything to anybody. Like I feel like it's certain ways to get to certain people. Like everybody can't be yelled at. Everybody, you can't be passive with everybody. There's some people who can take the yelling and who can take you being passionate about what you're doing, and then there's some people who just like you got to just be calm with them. Like they rather you come to them and say, hey, this where you messed up. This how you can fix it. Boom, and it's done. You don't have to yell at them. So I just like to know who I'm around, first of all, before any football talk. I just like to know who I'm around, my teammates and stuff like that, get to know them off the field so that when we get into those situations and scenarios on the field, I can know how to lead. But I would probably say my voice because like I just feel like when I talk, my voice it travels and it definitely radiates and affects others. You know, whether they upperclassmen or underclassmen.
All right. So what is one message you would have told your younger self, and now what's another message you would tell to the young kids at East London before you head off to college?
One message I would tell my younger self is to stop worrying and block out all the noise, right? Because I feel like it was a certain time where I was just college, offer, right? But I didn't even have any film, so it was like I was just jumping steps, not knowing that in order to get that offer, I had to get some film. In order to get some film, I had to get in the weight room, right? In order to get in the weight room, I have to have some type of self-awareness and self-motivation to say, hey, I'm not at where I want to be physically and mentally, football-wise, so I got to go put in that work so I can get bigger, stronger, and faster, so I can be a better leader, so I can, go produce on Fridays. And then when them coaches come in, they pull up my name, they pull up my grades and stuff like that. They can say, oh, I like that kid. Let me talk to him. So that'll probably be one thing I tell them my younger self. Just relax, man. Like I feel like I was worrying a lot, just worrying about stuff that didn't even matter at the time, right? So I'll probably just tell myself relax, just continue to trust God and stay patient and keep doing what you're doing. Because I feel like I was on the right path, right? But I just was worrying too much. And a message I would give to the younger kids at Eagles Landing, uh, I don't really know anything I haven't said to them already, man. Every I've been up there even during the spring practices and stuff like that. Like I'm always giving back, and not necessarily giving back as in like charity wise and like physically, but I say giving back like any knowledge that I feel that I retain from an elder. I like to just like it's no point in me sitting there holding on to it and gatekeeping it when I can be giving this to a younger kid who can take that knowledge, something I probably didn't have at 12, 13, 14 years old, and do it that way he need to do it that instead of allowing him to learn it on his own, which can be good at times. But I feel like if it is certain things that if why not just share it with somebody else to make their journey a little bit more less worrisome, not trying to take out the struggles because you got to have, some type of losses or struggles in order to get to the wins, right? So I'm not saying to make it easier for them, but it's okay to share the knowledge that you gain from them. So I'll probably say just I'll probably tell them the same thing, man. Stop worrying. Like I feel like social media like really has took an effect onto younger kids and the younger generation and stuff like that. Like they see all the glitz and the glamour, the fancy stuff from the pros, but they don't understand the pros was in their position once, right? And they come to high school practice and rec practice and trying to be like the pros instead of just going to play ball. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably tell them just block out the noise. Don't let nobody else affect your grind and your journey because everybody different.
Great message. So now you're headed to your freshman year at Fort Valley. What are your goals for next year?
My goals for next year, I want to definitely get to OTAs in the fall and just make an immediate impact. I want to be a follower, right? But not the bad follower. I want to be able to get there and spot out who's the leader and follow the leader. Follow the one that's leading us to greatness. Follow the one that's leading us to on the right path, right? So I want to get down there. I want to play my role. I want to make an impact immediately. I want to get in where I fit in, whether that's special teams or whether I get the opportunity to get down the field and play in the box. I'm just gonna do what I've been coached, do what I've been trained to do, and take the tips and everything that they're going to teach me and apply it to my game and just do what I've been doing since I was 4. I'll just I don't want to think about it too much. I know it's college, it's gonna be big, right? But I don't want to think about it too much. I just want to go out there and play football, make immediate impact. But I would probably say if I had to give you a concrete goal, I want to make a freshman All-American team in the CF.
All right. If you go, but I believe you. I believe you. You gonna make that happen. So now, I have one more question. I have two more questions. Who'd you like to see on the Sportsman podcast for an interview?
Sportsman podcast. Who would I like to see, man? Who would I like to see? No, I'm gonna give you a local one right here. Well, local, about to be worldwide. Amari Jackson, man, he just graduated from Englishland, where we at now. Signed, already enrolled. He was an early enrollee for Boston College. You know, he had over 20 plus offers, 4-star DB. He made All-State almost 3 years in a row. You know, he was first team 3 years in a row at DB. Like he was a very impactful player for us the last 3 years, man. Just locking down the whole side of the field. And you know, he's a real quiet guy. He humble, low key. He just show up. He work out, do what he got to do, go home, come back next day, do the same thing. Fridays he don't talk on the field. He just go get it done. You know, he physical. He can cover the fastest guy. He can also come down, break down, and make a tackle on the big running back. So yeah, I'd probably like to see Amari Jackson, man. Get him on here, show a little personality, talk a little bit, open up, man.
Gotcha. I got you on that. So, any final words to tell the people?
Oh man, just be watching out, man. Fort Valley State University, Terrance Jr., man. We're gonna be there in the fall for the next 4 years. We're gonna make an impact. We're gonna get down there. We're gonna just get in and get this ball rolling, man. I can't wait. Like, I don't really know the words to say because it's so much emotion just built up in one, because it was a struggle getting here, you know, but we here.
Well, I'm proud of you, bro. You killed it this senior season. Now you're on to your freshman year. Go kill it. Go kill it in the CF. Well, I'm your host, Jonathan Hooker. This is Terrance Hill Jr. And we are signing out from the Sportsman Podcast.